Hi, Carbie again from Carbie's Chillies. How are we all growing? Just in case you missed the video yesterday on how to plant and how to set up a hydroponic plant, it might be worthwhile taking a look before we go any further on what we actually need, because some of you are going to say, well, what do we need? How do I do it myself? Which is what we're going to cover here. So if you did miss it, just go here and click that link. Okay. So a basic hydroponic system doesn't have to cost a lot. You can recycle things, and you'll find that the system does last a long time. But first of all, starting from the top up, you're going to need a reservoir to hold your nutrients. Now, here's one we made earlier. Those of you who like a drink might recognise it as being a barrel from the home brew kit, which serves our purpose absolutely fine. It holds 50 to 60 litres and will serve your system for quite a long time. The only difference you'll see with this is that it's painted green. We painted this green. It's done because if it's white, you will get algae in your system because the light will react with the nutrients. So if you don't want to bother painting it, just put a sack over it. But keep it covered. Obviously the hole where the nutrients come out. So we've got the reservoir. The reservoir then feeds via these cables. Comes straight out. As you'll see, the tap there's a grommet in it. Costs you about 5 cents. Comes out to your plastic where we've got taps on it which will feed into various plants. That then feeds into a tray similar to this. This is a mouldy tray, but you can get smaller ones. As you'll see, this will hold 4 plants. Inside there's a felt that holds the nutrient, and there is a valve inside here that regulates the amount of nutrient. Now that valve looks exactly like that. I'll put it on the colour so we can see a bit better. Nutrient comes in here, it's on a float valve. Now these will cost you about $25. They're an autopot system, but that one there has been going for over 5 years and still works well. It's basically, as long as you keep it clean, it can't fail. It's regulated by floats and it allows the exact amount of nutrient and water into your plant. Okay, so after that, your nutrient will come into the feeder tray and your pots sit in the feeder tray with a mat at the bottom. Simple piece of matting like that. It's actually a liner from a jacket material, but any kind of light fibre matting at the bottom is what's needed. And that's it. That's your setup. All up, I think that cost me around about $100. But as I say, it's been going for 5 years. So far, I expect it to go for another 5 years. So far it's cost me $20 a week, it's not even 50 cents. Not even 50 cents a week, $20 a year. We then need, obviously, vermiculite as a growing medium. As plants have got to grow in something, they don't need this for nutrient, but that will absorb the nutrient and hold it. It's sterilised. Your plant sits in it, it gives it a very, very good growing medium. Again, that is very cheap. For around about 10 times that amount is equivalent of 30 Australian dollars. It's very cheap, and that will last and last and last. I recommend that every time you change your plants, you throw the vermiculite out. Just put it in your garden because it's good for water retention. But with a new plant, give it the honour of new product, new medium. What do you need from there? Obviously, you're going to need your plant. Now as we've just more or less started this venture, we've been buying these, what they call pot and all. Take off the bottom half and it goes straight into your pot. You don't need to disturb the roots. You don't give the plant any root shock. It's very, very simple. Cut that off. It will absorb the nutrients straight away and the roots will just grow out. Obviously look for a plant that is healthy, that hasn't got burn marks on it, that doesn't look straggly like it's been struggling for light. As we move further, we'll be producing our own seeds and using our own plants, which probably is exactly what you want to do as well. The only other thing you need from that is nutrient. Now I've experimented a lot with it, and I've found that this one here is to be what I consider the best for chilies. It's probably not the best for lettuce, but that is simply, or for a leaf plant, but for chilies and fruit, it's very good because this is the one I found that's got the highest rate of calcium, magnesium, which is needed to set the flowers and to set the fruit. Now the CalMag levels are high. You don't have to buy this one, but your levels, for example, calcium is 6.8% and your magnesium is 1.6. That is excellent for growing chilies. So make sure that you're looking for that on the ingredients. Keep the nitrogen down to about 12% rather than what it would be for lettuce up around 16, because you don't want just nothing but leaves. One word on nutrients: you get what you pay for. If you buy a cheap one, that's exactly what you've got. So don't be afraid in this instance, because it lasts and lasts and lasts. You only need 4 ml per litre. So you 25 litres is 100 ml in your growing stage. That's going to last 2 weeks. So don't be afraid when it comes to new nutrient to spend that little bit more, because it will pay off with fruit in the long run, and that's what you're looking for. So I hope that's been helpful and it's given you an idea. Don't forget to comment for us.
Subscribe.
And just subscribe to our channel. Leave questions, anything you want to know, by all means, just come straight to us. Thanks for watching.